All right. Having said this, how do we know what to prepare for? So you guys all have a pen and paper? Perfect. Ask yourself the very first question. Why do people come to me for advice? Now, this has to be just a 5-minute exercise. Okay. Now, what you want to do is answer the first question. Why do people come to me for advice? Now, you guys will have exactly 5 minutes to make a list of as many things that people come to you for advice for as possible. Right? So I'm going to set a timer. So make a list of everything that you think why people come to you to advice for. That's a question. Why do people come to me for advice? Just make a list of everything. Like, for example, people come to me for advice because they want to know a lot more about Royal Enfield Himalayan. That's the bike I ride. They come to me for social media strategy. They come to me for a career guidance. They sometimes come to me if I know other people in an agency. They come to me if they want an internship, right? Whether I should pick the right company, whether I should work in a certain with a certain team. They come to me for let's say advice on relationships. They come to me for advice regarding routes, travels, like where do I stay, how do I get by looking, how do I look up with local families and things like that. So मेरे पास लोग किस बात की एडवाइस लेने के लिए आते हैं? ठीक है, आपके पास 5 मिनट है to make a list as long as you can. टाइमर आपका ऑलरेडी शुरू हो चुका है वैसे. You have the last 3 minutes now. Try and keep this list as close to your career goals as possible. It could be outside your career as well, but try and think about it how you can link these things to your career. Because हम अभी prepare कर रहे हैं. They may be asked you questions on मुझे मेरे citations कहाँ पे ढूंढने चाहिए? Where do I share my knowledge? What are the websites जहाँ से मुझे latest scientific discoveries मिले? Things like that. Let's say 1.5 minutes. About 60 seconds left. Will they ask me how to dress up? So they asked me, where do I get the best Wazwan in Kashmir? They asked me about Pashmina shawls. They asked me about the best books to read. They asked me about admissions to various colleges. Kya ho sakta hai? Last 20 seconds. Last 5. And we are done. Okay. How many of you here got more than 5 things in that list? Awesome. How many of you got 4? Not bad, not bad. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, not bad. How many of you got 3? Okay, your hands right up. I can't see all of you. Okay, that's a big number. How many of you got 2? Hands right up, please. Okay. How many of you got 1? That's okay. Absolutely fine. I got 1. How many got 1? Fair enough. Fair enough. How many did not get anything? 0. I think you guys are better than me. Okay. So this means that you got to spend a lot more time with yourself and think about how you want, which direction you want your careers to go in, so that you know and you understand your strengths. Right? Now, this is a template that could be used any time of the day, anywhere, in any place, and can be applied to absolutely anything. Right? So you answered your first question. Why do people come to me for advice? Second, what are my strengths? What are my strengths? It could be something like a soft skill. I'm very good at striking conversations with people. I am really good at listening to what people have to say. I understand color choices really well. I am, let's say, I know how to travel in a budget. So these are my strengths, right? Har ek mein, everyone, each one of us is unique. What are your strengths, right? Now, all I want you to do is come up with a minimum of 5 strengths in the next 5 minutes, right? Let's see if you can do that. And start. 5 strengths minimum in the next 5 minutes only. Think, spend time with yourself. Are you a voracious reader and you can read really fast? That can be a strength. You are excellent at finding contacts. Is that your strength? You can handle stressful situations with ease. Can that be your strength? You know exactly how to negotiate on the pricing. Is that your strength? You can spend hours shopping and still not feel tired. Is that your strength? You know exactly how to salvage a situation with parents and still never get caught. Is that your strength? You are excellent when it comes to technology. You know exactly what is the best brand of a phone to buy under 20,000 rupees. If somebody asks you, is that your strength? You have extraordinary knowledge about spectacles. Or you have extraordinary knowledge and understanding about a certain section or a behavioral pattern of people. You know exactly how to negotiate a deal. A minimum of 5 strengths. That's all I need. You're great in front of camera. Less than 2 minutes, 3 minutes left. You understand the art of advertising really well. You understand how to put your point forward. You know how to get the best shoes from a local market. You can throw a pen accurately to someone. You've got crazy ideas about crazy things. What are my strengths? Only 5. Only 5. You can have more, obviously. Minimum 5. You have to say 5 good things about yourself. That's all. Just about a minute left. Less than a minute. Thirty seconds. Just about 10 seconds left. That's it. Time's up. Okay, how many of you got 5? More than 5? 5 or more than 5? Brilliant. How many of you got 4? Okay. How many of you got 3? Okay. Don't feel shy. It's fine. If you got 3, 3. How many of you got 2? How many of you got 1? Okay. Fair enough. How many of you didn't get anything? 0. This is good news. Okay. After you ask yourself what your strengths are, the next is, what am I most curious about in my field of choice? What is my curiosity in my field of choice? Now, there could be your passion, or there could be a profession, right? If you guys are students of sociology, then what is your curiosity in your chosen field? What keeps you entertained? What keeps you engaged? What makes you ask questions? And what makes you think how things could have been different? Now, Here, I only want 3 things, just 3 in the next 5 minutes. And here we go. I only need 3 things. What is it that I'm extremely curious about in my chosen field? My choice of the subject. Four minutes. Just about 3 minutes. What are the things that force you to think about in your chosen field, related to your passion or related to your profession? Something that you often have a conversation with your colleagues, with your friends, with your professors at times. 2.5 minutes. Just about 2 minutes, guys. Just about a minute. Less than a minute, guys. Just about half a minute. Last 10 seconds. And that's it, guys. Okay. Now let me see what we're going to do. I'm going to take one thing that people come to me for advice. I'm going to take one thing from my strengths, and I'm going to take one thing that I'm most curious about. So let's say, come to me for advice for, let's say, business planning. My strengths are I am good with research, and what I'm most curious about is our e-commerce firms really have the potential to be profitable. If you guys know, e-commerce companies are loss-making companies. Everyone knows that. They make losses probably every single day, especially the ones which are funded. Now, people come to me for advice that should I be selling online, and should I be selling through an e-commerce portal like an Amazon, or should I have my own e-commerce website? Right now, my strength is research. Now, my research tells me that almost all e-commerce platforms are loss-making entities. At the same time, not always are these e-commerce marketplaces the best solution for a product. Like, for example, if I'm selling shoes and if there is a return order, I don't just pay for the delivery, I also pay for the reverse logistics. That will shoot up my cost of selling. So, all these e-commerce companies are doing are they are luring new customers with discounts. So they give you great discounts, and then people sign up with Amazon, and eventually they end up getting your they getting your attention. Now, I'm going to combine the three, and I'm going to talk about it. The question is, are e-commerce firms really have the potential to be profitable? In my opinion, I feel that there is a lot of competition in the subcontinent, in a place like Asia, where you have larger players like Chinese companies, WeChat, which is slowly entering the e-commerce market. You have Baidu, which is using its search engine to kind of leverage e-commerce searches. And then you have US-based companies like Amazon, who are looking for complete domination. So I think if you are not funded in the e-commerce space, you don't really stand a chance. And I feel that if you are absolutely a niche provider, let's say I'm only selling handicrafts coming from Kashmir as a region, and I outsource my logistics, which means I don't pay for the logistics, somebody else does, but you can make a transaction on my website. That's in e-commerce. So with the available technology, I think it's a good idea for small scale manufacturers, small scale suppliers, and even shop owners to have their own e-commerce portal, have their own e-commerce website, and outsource all the other aspects of e-commerce business, which will eventually lead to a better margin, which will also help you understand what are the best products that you are selling and only manufacture those, and eventually help you build your own email list, which will be your own prospect list. So you can shoot an email to those 10,000 people and drive sales in no time. Right? So that's what I feel. Now imagine I'm saying this on a YouTube live video, or I'm saying this on LinkedIn. How will I be viewed? मेरा इमेज क्या होगा? लोग मुझे कैसे रिलेट करेंगे? Any suggestions? If you were watching this on a YouTube video or on LinkedIn, आप मेरे बारे में क्या सोचोगे?
You are an expert
I'm an expert
in this field.
in e-commerce. What else?
You can suggest.
That means if somebody wants new ideas, they can leave a comment and ask me, kya karna hai? Right? If somebody wants to hire me, will they hire me? When they want to set up an e-commerce store and they want to hire a consultant, will they hire me looking at this video? They will, right? This is exactly what you have to do for yourself. All right, let's see a demo. I just want one volunteer who can combine these three things. Anyone? Just one volunteer who has got five things under why people come to advice, why people come to me for advice, has got strengths and also has things written down for curiosity. Just one volunteer. Guys, you're master students. You're going to go out in the market. But to be a lot more proactive than this. Come on, anyone. Because if you won't, I will pick. Come on. Anybody? Okay, let's hear you. All right. So, why do people come to you for advice? What's your name? शाहिद. शाहिद, आपके पास लोग एडवाइस के लिए क्यों आते? शाहिद. To know about example
which I expert.
what are you expert in? Sports. Okay, so लोग आपके पास स्पोर्ट्स से रिलेटेड एडवाइस लेने आते हैं. Okay, आपकी स्ट्रेंथ क्या है? Reading. Okay, so let's say people are coming to you for advice on sports. Your strength is you read. Okay, what are you most curious about? आप सबसे ज़्यादा curious sports से related अगर कुछ है तो किस चीज पे? Sorry, come again. I didn't hear you. You're curious about
how to clear the exam.
How to clear an exam?
Competitive.
Competitive exams. Okay. देखो आपको ये तीन को कनेक्ट करना है, ठीक है? तो आपके पास जो स्ट्रेंथ है रीडिंग उसको आप कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम के साथ लिंक कर सकते हैं. पर आपका जो एडवाइस है, डू पीपल कम टू यू फॉर एडवाइस ऑन हाउ टू क्लियर कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम्स? लोग आपके पास ये एडवाइस लेके आते हैं?
Seeking that advice.
Okay. So आप इसका आंसर कैसे दोगे? जाहिद, राइट? तो जाहिद, आप शाहिद और जाहिद? शाहिद. ओके, सॉरी. तो शाहिद, आप इस क्वेश्चन का आंसर कैसे देते हो मुझे? What do you tell them? So just speak about it. Just speak your mind out. Okay, without worrying that we are all sitting here in this room. Just think that there is someone here who's come to you for advice on how to clear competitive exams. ठीक है? तो आप इसका आंसर लोगों को कैसे देते हो? Loud and clear, okay? सबको समझ में आना चाहिए. Okay. 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 Very good. What else?
Time management.
Sorry, what?
Time management.
Time management. बिल्कुल बिल्कुल, very important. What else? Focus.
Consistency.
ठीक है, तो देखिए ये आपके 5 रूल्स हैं, ठीक है. So you need to focus, you need to be better at time management, you need to read a lot, right? And you need to be consistent, so on and so forth. Now आपका जो audience है वो इन चीजों को, if he wants to acquire knowledge from you, so what is the best way for them to acquire this knowledge? क्या वो ब्लॉग पढ़ेगा, मतलब एक आर्टिकल पढ़ेगा इस पे, क्या वो एक वीडियो देखेगा, या क्या एक सोशल मीडिया पोस्ट पे देखेगा ये? What is the best way?
Video.
Video, right? And that is where we come to our plan. Now plan में there are 3 components. The first component is content. शाहिद. तो जो पहला कंपोनेंट है वो है कंटेंट. तो शाहिद का जो कंटेंट है वो कौन से फॉर्मेट में होना है? राइट, क्या एक आर्टिकल फॉर्मेट में होना चाहिए, क्या ये वीडियो फॉर्मेट में होना चाहिए? अगर आर्टिकल होगा तो कितना लंबा होगा, अगर वीडियो होगा तो एक शॉर्ट वीडियो होगा या लेंथी वीडियो होगा. ये हुआ आपका कंटेंट. दूसरा है आपका ऑडियंस. शाहिद का ऑडियंस कौन है?
Students.
Students. Anybody else?
Aspirants. Aspirants.
Aspirants, yes. Okay. और कौन हो सकता है शायद का ऑडियंस? बिजनेसमैन. बिजनेसमैन कैसे? बिजनेसमैन कैसे? नो नो बिजनेस. और कौन है? उनकी नीड क्या है?
To crack the exam.
Somebody said something here. They are curious, they are clueless. ये शुरू कहाँ से करें? ठीक है. So ये हुआ आपका ऑडियंस. तो आपको आपके कंटेंट के बारे में सोचना है, आपके ऑडियंस के बारे में सोचना है. Now let's say we go for a video. ठीक है. ये वीडियो कितना बड़ा होना चाहिए?
Short.
Short video, less than a minute, more than a minute?
More than a minute.
More than a minute.
Less than 3.
More than a minute, less than 2 minutes, or more than 2 minutes?
More than 2 minutes.
More than 2 minutes. Less than 2 minutes, more than 2 minutes, or 3 minutes and 3 minutes के ज़्यादा होना चाहिए?
Less than 3.
Rather up to 5
Three,
minutes.
three.
Or at least 5
3 is good.
minutes.
Up to 5 minutes, everyone? How many okay with it?
Most.
Perfect. So video of 5 minutes. ठीक है. Now ये जो audience है, they are seeking advice on daily routine for tracking एग्जाम्स. ठीक है. अब इसके लिए सबसे बेस्ट प्लेटफॉर्म क्या होगा?
YouTube. Social media.
सोशल मीडिया. सोशल मीडिया में कौन सा प्लेटफॉर्म?
YouTube.
हाउ मेनी से यूट्यूब? ओके, व्हाई?
Easy to accessible.
Open source.
One time. Anybody from this side? Why YouTube? Anybody? One person. Whoever wants to speak, raise your hand, please. Easily access YouTube. Okay. From that side, why? और कोई reasons? Most viewed. It has a larger reach. Okay. Anybody else from this side? Any other reason?
Everybody knows about it.
Everybody knows about YouTube, which means larger reach. Okay.
Availability
Availability?
of experts. Availability of experts.
Availability of experts. तो एक वीडियो नहीं, लोग 10 वीडियोस और देखेंगे इसके बाद, right? Fantastic. So एक प्लेटफॉर्म हुआ हमारा YouTube. Okay. What is Where else will this video be viewed and appreciated?
In WhatsApp,
कहाँ पे?
WhatsApp groups.
WhatsApp groups.
Forwards.
चलो वो तो मतलब कोई लिंक ही फॉरवर्ड करोगे, right? Where else? LinkedIn पे लोग सर्च करेंगे.
There are more professional people.
Will people search on LinkedIn on
Not really.
the best practices for cracking a competitive exam? LinkedIn पे क्या ये relevant होगा?
Relatively less.
How many people feel yes LinkedIn पे ये होना चाहिए ये video? How many feel no LinkedIn पे नहीं होना चाहिए ये video? Okay, for the ones who are saying no, why?
Because I don't think that is not the correct platform. People will not go to LinkedIn to search for this. They will probably go to YouTube and look for advice and stuff like that.
Okay,
Most probably. I'm saying relatively.
Seeking jobs basically. They're seeking
That's
advice.
mostly related to jobs.
Quora, mostly they
Jobs
can put Quora. Quora is more relevant as such.
okay. Anybody else? Why LinkedIn पे नहीं होना चाहिए? LinkedIn पे लोग mentorship ढूंढने आता है.
Hmm.
Sorry, LinkedIn. Okay. LinkedIn is the world's largest professional networking website.
You can look for a job at LinkedIn, but probably you will not go for advice.
Maybe.
That
Okay.
is the thing.
Guys. Okay. LinkedIn. Okay.
There are not many companies here.
So let's explore LinkedIn in the second half of this session. ठीक है? Now, इनका goal क्या है? शाहिद, he has to position himself as an expert. ठीक है? After he passes out from here, शाहिद आपको क्या करना है? Do you want to start your own business? Do you want to join a big company? Or do you want to work independently? क्या करना है? ठीक? Wait for research, right? तो आपका इंटरव्यू कौन लेगा? एक्सपर्ट्स लेंगे, राइट? तो जब वो देखेंगे कि आपका एक वीडियो है जिसपे 100,000 व्यूज आए हैं, will they trust you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Will they take you seriously?
Yes. Obviously.
Obviously, right? They will. Which means that where will they find you more? On a professional network जहाँ पर बहुत सारे प्रोफेशनल्स हैं और इंटेंट और माइंडसेट एक ही है कि करियर डेवलप करना है, या फिर एक ओपन प्लेटफॉर्म जैसा यूट्यूब जहाँ पर लोग एंटरटेन होने भी आते हैं और एडुकेट होने भी आते हैं, तो ज्यादा सीरियसली उनको कहाँ लिया जाए?
LinkedIn.
LinkedIn जैसे प्लेटफॉर्म, right? Because he is talking about his profession, right? So second platform will be, let's say, LinkedIn. Okay, YouTube और LinkedIn को छोड़ के और कौन सा प्लेटफॉर्म इंटरेस्टिंग लगा जहाँ पे लोग ऐसे क्वेश्चंस पूछते हैं?
Instagram.
नहीं.
क्यों नहीं पूछते हैं? I've seen so many videos there.
Motivational videos.
क्या
Has anyone heard about Quora?
Yeah, Quora, yes.
तो क्या Quora पे अगर ये इसी क्वेश्चन का आंसर देगा तो will he be acknowledged?
Yes.
Right?
Instagram is also.
Okay. So आपको तीन चीजों की जरूरत है. One is a video of 5 minutes or less for an audience that's seeking advice on YouTube, LinkedIn and Quora. Right? ये हो गया आपका प्लान. अब बात होती है प्रोजेक्ट. हमारा कंटेंट किस तरह का होना चाहिए? नाउ आपका जो ऑडियंस है क्या ये कॉम्प्लिकेटेड लैंग्वेज समझेगा या सिंपल लैंग्वेज समझेगा?
As soon as possible.
सो सिंपल लैंग्वेज. क्या ये एक इंग्लिश में होना चाहिए या हिंदी में होना चाहिए या किसी वर्नाक्युलर लैंग्वेज में होना चाहिए? क्या इस वीडियो का प्रोडक्शन क्वालिटी टॉप नॉच होना चाहिए या फिर रेगुलर भी चलेगा? राइट, यू आर नॉट प्रोड्यूसिंग अ टीवी सीरियल हियर, सिटकॉम प्रोड्यूस नहीं कर रहे, तो इसका प्रोडक्शन क्वालिटी अगर रेगुलर भी होगा
Moderate.
चल जाएगा. सो जब ये वीडियो बना रहा है, should this video have subtitles?
Yes.
क्या ये वीडियो से खुद खड़ा रह के बनाना चाहिए या फिर एनिमेशन देना चाहिए?
खुद खड़े
Why?
Would appeal so
Then
much.
connect everyone interest.
To make it more engaging, interesting, and trustworthy. Right? So tomorrow, if someone is checking out his profile and they see that his latest activity is this video which crossed more than 100,000 views, it becomes very easy for people to trust him that this guy knows what he's talking about. Right? So चलो, आपके पास इतनी चीजें तो आ गई. So explain. He has to explain it himself, right? Okay. जब ये खुद खड़ा रह के explain कर रहा है, तो should there be pointers on the screen? Like point 1, point 2, point 3, point 4. Are you guys able to visualize क्या हो रहा है?
Yes, sir.
Right? क्या ये सब चीजें हम अपने स्मार्टफोन पे कर सकते हैं?
Yes, fine.
All of it.
Obviously कर सकते हैं. Everything is available on your smartphone. अगर आपके पास एक वीडियो एडिटर नहीं भी है तो Instagram पे हो सकता है, राइट? उसके लिए आपको ट्यूटोरियल्स बाहर जाकर देखना पड़ेगा, बट यस, दिस इज पॉसिबल. नाउ you want to continue working on yourself by doing these three things. Make a list of why people come to you for advice. Make this list as long as you can. Every single day, every single week, every single quarter, whenever you feel, just keep adding more and more things here. And then move. What are my strengths? Apne strengths, बढ़ा दे. Then move to why and what. What am I most curious about? Read more, like it said. Research, ask questions, connect with people to make this list longer. And then think about the plan. Content कैसा होना चाहिए? Audience कौन होगा? On what is the best platform to project it. Right? Once you decide what platform to project it, next is how should it turn out? It should be simple, it should be English, it should be regular production quality. मतलब आपके स्मार्टफोन पे भी आप खींच सकते हो. You must use subtitles. He has to stand himself and explain, and with screen pointers. ठीक है? तो ये हुई बात हमारी कंटेंट की. अब हम बात करते हैं हमारे सबके करियर्स को इम्पैक्ट करने वाला एक प्लेटफॉर्म जिसका नाम है लिंक्डइन. How many of you are on LinkedIn? 1, 2, 3. How many of you are not on LinkedIn?
Rest.
All of you. Now I'll give you a reason why we need to be on LinkedIn. For the same two reasons as we started the class. You want to connect with people who can make your career at the right place, at the right time, in the right moment, with the right opportunity. Right? आप सब इंटरनेट पे अपनी थीसिस या फिर रिसर्च करते हो गूगल पे. तो जब कोई सर्च करता है तो गूगल एक रिजल्ट बताता है, राइट? फॉर एग्जाम्पल, मैंने मितुल शिंगाड़िया का नाम कहीं सुना है, तो लोग ये सर्च करते हैं. इससे मुझे क्या फायदा होगा?
Authenticity.
Authenticity. People will trust me. Oh, he's on the top results. It's showing my other profiles. But मेरा सबसे पहला रिजल्ट देखिए कौन सा?
Without strategy.
मेरा लिंक्डइन का जो प्रोफाइल है वो सबसे पहले प्रोफाइल. तो क्या ये करियर में हेल्प करेगा मुझे? Right? My cover page is, you need a strategy. What does this mean? I'm just going to log into my account. Okay, that's one hell of a situation. This just goes on to say how many people. If you look at this, first impression of someone from Angular language profile near stack. Tell me what does it? Sorry, tell me they know how to pronounce digital marketers. ATM, helping business. What do I talk about? I talk to